Oldgrød med fløde. Say it again.
Rødgrød med fløde.
Oldgrød med fløde.
Rød.
What does it mean?
Meet Palebo, a digital nomad from Denmark on an epic journey around the world. At the age of 50, he made a bold decision. He sold everything and set out with a quest to visit every single country in the world, documenting everything along the way.
After our visit to another vibrant big city and the capital of South Korea, we wanted to see something else in this country. And since the small town of Siem Reap in Cambodia, we've been moving from one big city to the next. So we wanted to see some nature. And we found this place that is officially one of the new 7 wonders of nature. We've arrived to Jeju Island, south of the Korean Peninsula.
This is the Radio Vagabond podcast.
This episode is brought to you in part by Hotels25.com. It's a website that helps you find the best prices on hotels around the world. Hotels25.com, it's best price guaranteed. Declared a World Heritage Site, the Jeju Island is home to stunning rock formation and some breathtaking flora. Jeju Island, also known as Jeju-do, is a volcanic island, the largest island 80 miles off the coast of the Korean Peninsula. Here we found a very nice place on Airbnb. It's in the middle of the island, so I decided that we wanted to rent a car so we could move around on the island. With a car, it would not be a problem that it was sort of away from everything. And I found a cheap car, around $100 for 10 days. So as soon as we landed, we got on a shuttle bus to the car rental company.
When we decided to go to Jeju, I thought I would get a rental car because Jeju is a small island and beautiful, stunning nature, and it would be amazing to just have a car and drive around and be free to do whatever we want. It's been a while since I've had a car, so having a car here would be amazing. And I found a car rental company that could give me the full 10 days of a rental car very cheap, less than $100 US. And I thought, this is what I'm doing. So I booked that car, and we went on the shuttle bus in the airport to the car rental company. And when I got there, they said, "Oh, can I have your international driver's permit?" And I don't have that. I have a Danish driver's license, and I've had it for 34 years. And this is the first time ever I've been asked for an international driver's permit. But apparently that is what they do here in Korea. And they told me, well, it's not really our call. If you get stopped by the police, you would be fined. So we cannot rent you a car without an international driver's permit. And the only way to get an international driver's permit is to show up in person in Denmark to get it. It's very easy to get. It costs almost nothing, but you have to be in Denmark to get it. So no driving in Korea for me. Our Airbnb host June is very nice. So when I got in touch with him at the car rental company and told him that we weren't able to rent a car, he said, "Oh, don't worry, I'll come pick you up."
They told me at the company that it's not their rule; it's the police. So if I get stopped by the police without, I will be
very dangerous.
See, this is what I normally use, and it goes anywhere, but not here.
And then he picked us up, and he even took us shopping. But he also said, "Oh, I'm very worried about your stay here."
Wow, I'm worried about your tour. Wow.
Because when you don't have a car, you're kind of stuck. And buses are not that convenient. They only run till early in the night, so we have to be back before 8:30, I think. So no long stays out for us. Hopefully we can manage and we can survive.
Your apartment is nice, but 10 days inside, we want to see some of the place as well.
Why do you choose Jeju Island?
We were told that it's so beautiful, and it's one of the 7 nature wonders in the world, and so we've been going from one big city to another, Hong Kong, Beijing, Seoul. So we thought it would be nice to go somewhere in the countryside to see some nature.
When you stay in Seoul, you rent a car or?
We stayed at a hostel. No, we didn't have a car. No.
Just tour by
bus.
bus?
And the metro. The metro is very good there.
Subway,
yeah. But we knew that there were no metro in Jeju.
Yeah, there's no metro and the bus is very poor. Bus system is very poor and there's not too many taxi, so it's very hard to tour without car.
Yeah.
So now I'm standing here with my daughter at the bus stop, getting a bus to go to the city, because this place I've booked because I knew that we were going to get a rental car. It's in the middle of the island, not close to anything. There are a few small convenience stores, but nothing special is happening here. So we have to get on the bus.
And also only a 7-Eleven there. It's nothing.
Yeah, my place is not downtown.
No.
A little bit far from downtown.
But we will have to go shopping at some point.
Do you want to visit market before we go home?
Is that possible?
Yes, okay.
So Jun not only came and picked us up, he drove us to a supermarket so we could get some stuff for the fridge, and he even went inside to help me with good advices on what to buy. Now here's an Airbnb host that did a whole lot more than just give us the key, and he wouldn't hear of receiving a tip for his trouble. It's a very nice and fairly new apartment. You can see links on theradiovagabond.com. But yes, it was a bit of a problem that we didn't have a car. We did manage to get around on the island with the buses, but not nearly as much as we would have done if we had a car. So if I can give you a good advice, it is that you make sure that you have an international driver's permit if you're going to Jeju Island.
Sorry if I'm a little bit out of breath now. We're doing a trek now to the Mount Halasan National Park here in the center of Jeju Island, and it's a 9.6 kilometer trek to the top, and at the moment we're walking in a forest on sort of a path with a lot of rocks on it, so the terrain is not that well for walking, but we're managing, and we have to pass a gate at the halfway up there before 12:30, and they say that the whole trip is 4.5 hours, and right now it's 2 hours to that point. It's 10:30 now, so let's see if we can make it there in time. Otherwise, I'm sure there's something good to see before then, in case we can see anything, because it is quite foggy this morning. So let's see.
Halasan is the tallest mountain in South Korea, and a dormant volcano which rises around 6,400 feet above sea level.
It's now 10 past 1 o'clock. We didn't make it all the way to the top, but we did manage to walk in total 10.2 kilometers and climb 62 flights of stairs. So I think we did pretty well. Are you tired?
A bit, yeah.
And in fact, the part that we were walking on, that was the easy part, and we can see the signs that it would get more and more steep, and we would enter the normal part. and then the difficult part. But we didn't make it all the way to the entrance, so we were walking on the easy part. And even though they called it easy, I can imagine that the normal and the difficult part would be quite severe. But we did it was a wonderful walk. It's a bit chilly today, so we were a little bit cold. Clara, you've got some very nice red cheeks right now. So 1 o'clock and we're down again, and we've decided that we want to get on a bus and go to the south side of Jeju. We haven't been there yet, so we need to see a little bit more before leaving this beautiful island.
So after our failed attempt to climb Mount Halasan, we decided to head further south to see some of the stunning nature down there. So we went back to the bus stop. And one of the good things about traveling with the bus is that you get to meet people.
This is why you travel.
This is why I travel.
You didn't leave
And
with
while
that.
we were waiting on the bus, we met this young American.
So what's your name?
My name is Maddie.
Maddie, how you're from California. How long have you been in Korea?
For about a year and a half.
What brought you here?
I've been teaching and I'm interested in learning Korean language.
And you live in Seoul?
Right now I live in Seoul, yes.
Yeah. So how do you get a gig like teaching in Korean?
As an American, as a native English speaker, it's actually very easy. You can just like Google it. It's great.
That's a thing called Google.
Yeah, it's a genius. So yeah, just looking up online. I was connected through my university to an academy system here. So for me, it was even easier, but I know it's very easy for most English speakers.
So what do you hope that this will bring you? Because you're 22. What's the goal of this?
Well, I want to learn as many languages as possible. So living here for a couple of years to like solidify learning Korean, and then in time, I'm hoping to go to Thailand after this. So maybe a year from now, hopefully I can go to Thailand. So just step by step, I want to study linguistics in graduate school, and then eventually be a professor of linguistics. So.
Yeah. Got any places planned out for Thailand?
Well, I have been there before, so as a volunteer, so probably just getting a job in the same location. It's kind of on the border of Myanmar, and the reason why there is because it's very linguistically diverse. There are like 4 like tribal languages that intersect in this small area. So the kids that I was working with before are able to speak these languages, and because of the volunteers who come, they also speak English. So I'd like to be able to work there just to learn those languages and kind of part of that culture, that intersection of language.
Do you know any Danish?
No.
Like to learn?
Yes.
Okay, say this. Rødgrød med fløde.
Rødgrød med fløde. Say it again.
Rødgrød med fløde.
Rødgrød med fløde.
Rød.
What does it mean?
It's a dessert. Some kind of strawberry porridge, milk, stuff like that.
Milk
and cream. Fløde is cream. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So why those words?
Because it's just so freaking difficult to say.
Great.
Yeah.
Entertaining.
Yeah. How long are you gonna stay in Korea, Maddie?
At least until December. I have a flight ticket home, but I didn't book a return ticket because I'm not sure what I'm gonna do after that. So.
And is it easy to get a permit to stay?
As an American, super easy.
On the bus, we spoke more to Maddie, and we decided to spend the rest of the day together. We went to a temple, and we managed to find our way down to the coast, where we saw some of the amazing rock formation. On the last day in South Korea, I had another talk to our Airbnb host.
My full name is Junhyuk Oh.
Junhyuk.
Yeah, Junhyuk Oh.
And when we met each other a few days ago, you had hair.
Yeah.
But then you saw me, and then you shaved off your hair. Yeah. So I'm glad I'm able to be an inspiration for you. So Jun, you live here in Jeju. Is that the way? I've been a little bit curious how to pronounce the name of the island. Jeju?
Jeju-do.
Jeju-do. Jeju-do.
Yeah. Okay.
Not
Do mean island.
Okay.
Jeju mean its name.
Okay, so is it okay to say I've been to Jeju?
Yeah, island Jeju.
Island.
England.
Yeah. Jeju
Island, Jeju Island. Island
Jeju. So it's Jeju. It's not Shishu.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Jeju.
Okay. But you live here now, but you've also lived in Seoul for many years.
Yeah, about 35 years living in Seoul. I moved here 3 years ago.
So you were born and raised in Seoul?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was born and studying and working in Seoul about over the 30 years, 35 years. Yeah.
What made you take the decision to move out of the big city and to the countryside here in this island?
Because Seoul is very, very stressful city, so I don't want stress, so I moved to here.
Okay.
Yeah. I love peaceful Jeju Island.
Yeah, but you would expect growing up in the capital and the urban city and a lot of stuff is going on.
Yeah, even my parents live in Seoul now, but I want to live alone.
Yeah.
It's the first time to separate with my parents.
Yeah.
It's first my life, so it's very good life for me.
When you said to your friends and family you're moving to Jeju, what did they say?
It's your life.
Yeah.
They say, it's your life.
Did anybody say, what do you want to move to the countryside for?
Yeah, but they know Jeju is very good. They very well known. Jeju is very, very peaceful and good country. And if they want to see me, they can come here easily. So they don't worry about that.
They have an excuse to go here. Because this is the South Korea vacation place.
Yeah.
So many people travel from Seoul to Jeju Island every year.
Even Korean, many foreigner come here. I love foreigner. I love talking with foreign people. So I decide to move here easily.
Yeah. So the population of the island is around 600,000, and I would expect in the summertime, we're a little bit off season now, but I would expect in the summertime there are so many tourists.
Yeah, so many tourists. So I can't live without earn money. So I decide to open the Airbnb, and summertime come here very many people. So I can get money easily, and I can live my life. Not too hard.
Yeah. What are some of the best things about living in Jeju?
Live with nature is best things.
It's
clean air and good people. Yeah.
It's one of the 7 nature wonders of the world.
Yeah.
And that must mean a lot.
Yeah, 7 nature, and there are many UNESCO place attraction in Jeju, so very beautiful.
And just to put that in perspective, the Grand Canyon is not on that list. It is not on that list, and Jeju Island is.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I love Grand Canyon, but yeah.
Normally, when I use Airbnb all the time as I travel, but normally the Airbnb host has some kind of work and then just have the apartment on the side.
Yeah.
But it's a full-time job for you.
Full-time job, but I work here only 2 or 3 hours in a day. In a day, so it's a very happy job. Yeah.
It's like my job.
Yeah, you are very happy and very lucky guy.
Yeah, but so are you. So are you, absolutely. And I must say that we've had a wonderful time here.
Oh, and thank you very much for and nice to meet you. And I'm very happy to.
This episode is brought to you in part by Hotels25.com. It's a website that helps you find the best prices on hotels around the world. Hotels25.com. It's best price guaranteed.
If you like this podcast, please subscribe in iTunes or the podcast app on your smartphone. You can see pictures, watch videos, and read much more on theradiovagabond.com. Pale can be reached for interviews and public speaking gigs on mail at theradiovagabond.com.
And then it's goodbye to South Korea, and tomorrow we're heading to Japan. And I'm so looking forward to that. One of the reasons is called Amanda. It's my oldest daughter. I haven't seen her for a long time, and she's coming from Denmark out to spend 2 weeks with us in Japan. My name is Palabo, and I gotta keep moving. See ya.